Hi, this is Amanda Brand from Cosplay, and I'm going to do a video series in which I start to finish show you exactly how I make and put together a costume. The costume is going to be one that I'm preparing for Reader World Chicago in August. It is Superwoman, the new 52 version, the one that we see in the Forever Evil storyline. And I'm really excited to do it, and I'm really excited to show you guys how I do it, especially because it's going to be a mixture of crafting things from scratch and then also fixing and changing some found items and turning them into a costume together. So the first thing I'm going to show you is how I'm going to make, basically, I'll put a picture up, I'll try to edit a picture into this, so in 2 seconds you have a picture, unless I completely fuck this up. Okay, so hopefully you've seen the picture, but Superwoman, she has this emblem in the center of her chest that holds her cape over her shoulders, or across her shoulders, around her shoulders, and that's what I'm going to be making for you today on this video. So I'm going to show you how I do this using craft foam and Worbla, and then painting it with acrylics later. So I want this to be completely even on each side. So what I did was fold it in half, and now I'm going around and cutting it so that it's perfect. And hopefully perfect. Okay? So we have the main body of it. This is going to be the lowest piece. Now these don't have to be completely perfect around the edges, because what I'm going to do is build it up and then seal it in Worbla, so I can then manipulate the Worbla so that it looks very smooth. And I'm going to do that with a clay tool. If you want to see me work more with Worbla, you can see the video that I put up where I made the shoulder armor for my Rogue cosplay from X-Men Evolution. So there are those parts of this. Now, all that remains to put together is the S symbol. Alright, and then I'm going to trace this out on not the 2mm, but I'm going to trace it on 1mm. This one. So what I will do next is use just white glue to glue this together. because I'm going to be sealing it, so it doesn't need to hold super well. All it needs to do is stay put, and the Worbla will hold it together, and then it'll have less air bubbles in it if I use the white glue. So I'm going to move over to my other station and show you guys. I'm going to glue this together. Oops, too hard. So basically, we're going to take all this apart and glue. Why did I even do that? Pour some glue out. Not a whole lot, because I don't need a whole lot. Can you even see that well? Yeah, you can. Okay. And then I'm going to just brush glue over the whole thing. And dab it. I'm going to put the first layer on, and that is this green layer. And then the next thing is the S logo. Alright, and then dab the green. Brush the white one. And then pick it up and flip it. Onto here. There we go. And everything's glued together. And we let the glue dry a little bit for just a few minutes while I go grab my Worbla stuff and seal it together. Alright, so next, first thing I am going to do, besides put some of this underneath, put together the bottom section. We get it so that, so I'm just going to get it so that it's nice and tacky. And start softening, like that. And just pop this in the middle. Alright, then I lay this on top. Now I can start to see into it. So I'm going to start folding edges down. Now I'm making sure at this bottom part where it's a smaller hole, separation between the edges, that I'm actually rolling it down, so that way I'm not tearing it. Make sure it's all the way sealed all the way around, because that's when I'm going to be cutting it out. And if it's not sealed all the way around, then the cutting won't work and it'll get a little messed up. Alright, see? And then the next step, once I'm sure it's just completely cool, see the touch is still a little warm, so I don't want to cut it yet, is to go through and cut this out. And then after that, I'm going to use gesso and a few other things to seal it before I paint it. And I'll show you all of those steps too. Now, it's just letting this cool. But I'm actually pretty pleased with the way it turned out. Alrighty, and now I'm going to cut this out. Alright, so now I'm just going to let it cool again, and then go over and start priming it. I'm going to use this brush. Now it's fairly wide, but also fairly flat, so I can get it into the little edges. So I'll probably do 5 to 6 layers of this, and of course I won't film all of that because that's dull and boring. Ah, shit, no won't. So 5 to 6 layers of this, and then sand it, and then do the acrylics. There's some rough edges in here from tools. Tools I use. I use tools. I use a mechanical pencil. So from the mechanical pencil. So I just gotta do a lot of dabbing, make sure it gets in all the angles. Alright, there's the first layer. So I'll probably spend the rest of the night putting the other layers on this, and then start painting it in the morning. So while I come back and forth and do that, I will stop filming because that would be boring. And I will come back tomorrow when it's all ready to be painted. Alright, so I did a few layers of the acrylic gesso on this, and now I'm going to go through and sand it down. Alright, so I painted the whole thing in the silver and then the metallic silver. Now I'm going to go through and in the recessed parts, I'm going to dry brush some black on it. Now dry brush is basically a technique where you put the paint on your paintbrush and then try to get it so that there's almost none left. And then you go in and you paint. And now I'm going to go in and just brush it up a little bit, especially in the middle. As I wipe it out, it'll look more like there's just a little bit of a mess in there. It'll look a little bit more natural. And add a little bit more silver, dry brush a little bit more silver into the middle. Alright, so this is the end of it. All done, all finished, just letting it dry for the rest of the night, and then nothing because it's done. Alright, so here is the final product. Of course I had to add some stuff in the back in order to attach it to the costume, but once I do that, it's completely done, but the front right now is completely done. What I did is, I went over it one more time with a little bit of silver in order to just get rid of some of the stark contrast in the black and the white. And then basically it just goes here and holds on the, whoops, cat. It goes here and it holds on the cape. And that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Whoops. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the process behind making the Superwoman, I guess crest, signal. I don't know what you call it. Not signal. That's stupid. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching the process and seeing how I do it, and hopefully it helped you in doing your own Worbla and craft foam pieces. And then my next video, I'll be showing you how I'm going to make the cape. And I don't know what I'll do after that, but I'll show something. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. And if you can, follow my blog, which is www.geekforia.net, or follow me on Twitter or Instagram for more updates on cosplay. My Twitter is @geekforia1, as in the numeral. And so is my Instagram. Anyway.